Tonight on Newsbeat.
SEC Nation makes its way back to the Bayou.
How social media has been driving more people to LSU.
And some new benches bringing shade and power to students.
All this and more, Tuesday Newsbeat starts now.
Good evening and welcome to your Tuesday Newsbeat. I'm Danielle Ransfer.
And I'm Lexi DeCastro.
SEC Nation is rolling back into Baton Rouge this weekend for the Florida game. The show will bring Laura Rutledge, Paul Feinbaum, Jordan Rogers, Roman Harper, and Tim Tebow to the quad. We asked students how they feel about the return of SEC Nation to Death Valley.
I'm pretty excited. It draws a pretty big crowd, especially because they do set up over there in the quad. So I think tailgating is going to be awesome this year. Also because we are playing another SEC school, I think it's just going to really liven up the environment that is in the stadium.
I think it's cool. I think that, getting some more attention and more involvement around football. Because I know we all think that everyone here is involved, but a lot of people don't really go to the games and don't really watch. So that's good.
No, I like to look good. So noon is typically when I would go out. It's the hottest part of the day, but it's when I'm the hottest part of the day,
You saw our opener against Clemson. We got a really good lineup. I think that we got a good shot.
Honestly, yeah, of course. Come on, Florida, who are they?
You can catch Marty and McGee and SEC Nation from 8 to 11 on Saturday in the quad as they preview the game between LSU and Florida.
Since 2019, LSU has been no stranger to the spotlight. With the recent uprise in content creation on various social media sites, LSU's popularity and the SEC as a whole has skyrocketed. Chancellor Anderson tells us more about LSU's rising brand.
Social media has been engraved into society, becoming a staple piece of communication. You can find students at any moment scrolling on their phone, consuming content and information, most likely from a social app.
It's like they're putting forth short-form videos that are high-level quality that you typically don't see at a college level. It's pretty impressive.
Various students on LSU campus have taken advantage of the school's culture and social media by creating content which features outfit checks, athletics, game days, and more.
Students putting out their own first-hand accounts by the LSU, the school, and academics putting out theirs, and of course athletics, all of that combines together to make the entire brand a positive thing, which then propels the SEC to be a part of it, which then the NCAA therefore.
People have put out LSU content on popular sites like TikTok and Instagram. These videos reach all audiences, which then puts more eyes on LSU. When LSU content appears on someone's phone, it has the ability to influence how they perceive the school. When fun and welcoming content about LSU and its campus are pushed, more people are pulled in. As social media grows, so do opportunities. Students will always be on social media, watching and maybe creating new and influential content. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Chancellor Anderson.
So the next time you post at LSU, it may have more impact than you think. After a hot tailgate, students enjoyed cooler temps when they returned to campus. But are they here to last? Next at 5, Cassidy Trepanier has your weather forecast.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back. Let's get into tomorrow's weather. As we look early in the morning, we do see that those temperatures will be in those lower 70s, and as the morning progresses, the temperatures will rise into those upper 80s. Between 1 and 4 p.m., we will see that high of 91, and as that sun sets at 7:10, those temperatures will start to slowly progress into the low of 71. Now let's get into the UV for the upcoming days. Tomorrow, the UV will be 8, and that will be the trend up until Friday. For game day, the UV will be 7, following Sunday, 7 as well. I would like to mention that the UV is very high between the hours of 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. So make sure you're wearing sunscreen and staying extra precautious during those times. Now let's get into that 7-day. As we look at tomorrow, like I said, it will be a mostly sunny day with a high of 91 and a low of 71. Thursday and Friday will be sunny days with upper 90 temperatures during the day and those lower 60s at night. Now, I would like to mention, you do see at night those lows in the 60s because we will have a cold front coming next week. As we get into Saturday, the high will be 94 and the low will be 69. In just a second, I'll do a deeper dive into the game day weather. On Sunday, it will be a mostly sunny day with a high of 94 and a low of 70. As we continue into Monday, we'll keep those mostly sunny weather that day with a high of 93 and a low of 70. On Tuesday, it will be a sunny day with a high of 95 and a low of 68. Now let's get into that game day weather. Around 12 p.m., we will see that temperature of 89 degrees. And going into the evening after, we will see those temperatures start to rise in that 91 at 3 p.m. And between 3 and 6 p.m., we will see that high of 94 degrees. So make sure you're staying hydrated because it will be a pretty hot day. But with that UV of 7, you shouldn't get too sunburned. At around 6 p.m., which is the time of kickoff at 6:30, the temperatures will be in the upper 80s. And as we move into the nighttime, at around 9 p.m., it will be 80 degrees, but we will see that low of 69 towards the night. So if you are going out, it will be pretty chilly. That's all I have for you now. Back to you guys at the desk.
You know, Danny, I am super excited for when we finally get that cooler weather for game day.
You know, Lexi, me too. Now, I had a friend come in this weekend for the LA Tech game, and we stayed all the way up into the first quarter of the game, and we tailgated all day. Being there was truly a labor of love. I mean, it was hot.
Yeah, I mean, well, you did better than me. After the tailgate, I was ready to go home, but I watched the game on my TV, and we all know the tailgate's the best part of game day anyway.
Okay, now listen, Lexi, you know I love you so dearly, but now the presence, the atmosphere, the kickoff, everything about being in Death Valley, it is unreal. I mean, all the songs we get to chant, when you do, what is that thing they do when they run out, the football players, the fireworks and the horns, oh my gosh, I mean, I cannot believe it. I almost want to get down there on the field.
Well, just for you, Danny, I might go to the next game on Saturday. How's that sound?
Okay, well, you know, I'm pleased with that. Well, Audrey Foster is here in studio with her take on the game day experience.
Hi, welcome to Hot Take Tuesday. I'm Audrey Foster. Everybody knows that an LSU game day requires a lot more than just a 3 or 4 hour game. It's an all-day affair. My usual game day involves waking up at 8 a.m. and staying out till midnight, doing homework, of course. Whatever the day looks like for you, we can all agree by the end of the day, we're drained. We put a poll out on our Instagram asking you guys whether you enjoy tailgating or attending the game in the stadium. It was about a 50-50 toss-up. While some of you enjoyed the pregame, others would much rather watch the game live. I guess I'll be the tiebreaker and say nothing beats the LSU tailgating experience. Getting all dressed up and socializing with people is my bread and butter. Before I get flamed, I'm all for living in the moment. But when the moment is 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the blazing hot stadium's sun, are you living or merely surviving at that point? Now don't get me wrong, those later games at night, I can totally get under. Just give me some bug spray and I'm good. But is it really such a crime to want to enjoy the game from my couch every once in a while? So, is this take controversial? Maybe. Is it hot? Absolutely. That is all I have for Hot Take Tuesday, but next at 5, new seating around campus is giving students an extra power boost.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love. Love is the majority. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our everyday.
There are a lot of temptations facing young people today, like electronic cigarettes and skateboarding. Each vape pod can contain the same amount of nicotine as a pack of cigarettes. This can lead today's youth to a lifelong addiction and severe lung damage. Recall and consider the facts before making a poor decision.
The health class film guy isn't the best person to talk to your kid about vaping.
Got a few minutes?
You are. Start the conversation.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
LSU has recently added solar panel benches designed by engineering professionals and students to many busy spots around campus. The benches were created with the intention of providing students with shade in between classes and a place to charge their phones using sustainable energy. Founded on LSU's campus, this startup could change how college campuses worldwide use and think about renewable energy. The data collected from students who utilize these benches will be beneficial in research on the effectiveness of solar panels on college campuses.
Space with solar powered. So this is kind of another space where we want to involve community outreach, where people from outside of the LSU campus specifically would come and look at these, understand the research, understand the requirement for this kind of integrating renewable energy sources with the built environment.
So the next time you and your phone are running low on energy, take a seat at your nearest solar panel bench.
Today, LSU baseball released their full schedule for the 2026 season. Danny, what matchup are you most looking forward to?
Well, I have to say I'm excited to watch Texas A&M. Texas A&M and LSU are once again a top matchup. It'll be another class of the SEC Titans, this time in Baton Rouge, and I think LSU will be able to handle some business.
Well, I'm excited to watch Paul Mainieri's return to Alex Box Stadium when we finally take on South Carolina. Mainieri led LSU to a national championship in 2009, and I'm ready to see him take on the Tigers fresh after being crowned national champions for the 8th time.
Well, it sounds like we have some pretty good games ahead of us. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight's Newsbeat.
To stay up to date on LSU news and sports, be sure to follow all of our socials at LSU Tiger TV.
And tune into our shows every Monday through Thursday, live at 5. Until next time, I'm Danielle Rancifer.
And I'm Lexi DeCastro. Have a great night.